What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Airborne in the house, dropping you guys the latest and greatest cryptocurrency news and updates. Today is March 14th, 2023. It's Pi Day. In today's video, we'll be doing a crypto market overview. We'll be talking about the market as a whole, and is the bull market back? It's been booming the last couple of days. If you guys think that's interesting, stick around, and I'll tell you all about it. All right, guys, hopefully you're having a great afternoon, a good morning, or a great night, wherever you guys are in the world. I know it's been quite a while since I did upload a video, but I do have the next couple of days, next 4 or 5 days off, and I figure I'd just do a regular market overview update. I know there's a lot of crazy stuff that's happened over the last week or so, but I'm not going to really get into that because I'm sure you guys already have heard all the news. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but I will cover just generally in case you've just been off the grid, you don't know what's going on, and yeah, we'll just jump right into it. Before we begin, if you guys don't mind, smash that thumbs up button, consider subscribing if you aren't, and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified as soon as I upload a video. Easiest thing you guys can do to help support the channel. All right. So let's just jump right into it. Man, I'm a little rusty. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, so I might be a little off today, but it's all good. So again, like I previously mentioned, that the last week or so has just been insane for the traditional markets, for the crypto markets. However, Bitcoin is holding up really well. Wolf of All Streets here, man, we've had the Silvergate, Silicon Valley signature, all shuttered, all those banks, all the banks collapsing, all this crazy stuff going on. No one's trusting these traditional finance banks. Everyone's starting to hopefully begin to get into Bitcoin. You want to be your own bank. You want to have that decentralization. I slowly think this is where the world eventually and hopefully will turn to, and we won't be getting those CBDCs. So again, not to beat a dead horse, this past week we've had all this craziness going on with the traditional banks and the bank runs. However, Bitcoin is doing pretty well. So that being said, let's take a look at the markets. The last 24 hours doing pretty darn awesome, up about 9.59% the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is up about 5.44%, sitting at 25,479. Retracing a little bit, but we'll get into a little bit of technical analysis. I'm not too surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if we hit about 25,000 before hopefully going back up, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. ETH's doing good, up about 4.53%, sitting at $1,752. We got, let's see, XRP's up about 2.11%, and Cardano up about 3.95%, sitting at 36 cents. Top gainers last 24 hours got Wrapped Centrifuge up about 39%, New Cipher up about 25%, sitting at 15 cents, and Fetch.ai up about 23.48%, sitting at 47 cents. Like I said, pretty much the entire market's doing pretty good the last 24 hours. Some of the losers, I wouldn't want to be investing in any of these because, man, if the market's pumping this high and these crypto coins, tokens, whatever, aren't doing too well, I don't know, you might want to take a second look at your investment. Not financial advice. Loom Network down about 9.46%. We got Maker down about 3.3%, sitting at $881. And Access, not sure what that is, down about 2.84%. And a couple other coins down in the day. But again, like I said, pretty much the entire market the last 24 hours, even the traditional markets, are doing in the green. Or are in the green. Today is March 14th, 2023. Your holidays for today, it's National Potato Chip Day. Love my potato chips. But the most important, well, not really most important, but the biggest holiday today is Pi Day 3.14. Channel your inner math geek and prepare to eat and celebrate everybody's favorite never-ending number. Bake a Pie and Solidarity Day, just a bunch of other holidays nobody really cares about that people shared. National Day of Mathematics, Legal Assistance Day, Children's Crafts Day. Looks like we got just a bunch of different random holidays that we have going on today. Crypto bubbles, your top 100, see a green, not too surprised. Take a look at the last hour. Again, we boomed this morning because of the CPI numbers, but we are starting to retrace, at least in the crypto markets, the last hour or so at the time of recording at 2:53 p.m. Eastern. Take a look at my favorites. The last day, Everything's doing good. Coming out on top is CKB Nervos Network, up 13%. Got ICP 6.1% up on the day. Multiverse X, formerly known as L-Round, up about 3.4%. Now, I got all these in here, but it's just hard to keep up with everything right now. But my main altcoins, or S-coins, as you guys would say, that I'm still tracking now. I mean, I'm not tracking to the T, but the ones that I'm still, putting a little bit of money here and there is CKB, Cardano, ICP, and L-Round. Obviously, Bitcoin's going to be my main. All right, Fear and Greed Index. Let's see. This is obviously going to update again today. I would not be surprised if it keeps continuing to go up, and we're going to be over 60 today if the rest of the day keeps doing pretty well. But we are back into greed territory at 56, and yesterday, last week, and last month, we have been neutral. Bitcoin dominance is doing pretty darn awesome. Bitcoin is at about a 45.1% right now, at least on the 4-hour chart. We did have that falling wedge, which respect to TA, did play out, although kind of went down a little bit here, but in the long run, boom, we just shot up over the last week or so. But we haven't seen Bitcoin dominance this high since around, the 14th of June of 2022. It's kind of crazy. We are definitely way overbought right now, at least on the 4-hour time frame. Looking at the daily, what do we got here? Overbought again on the daily. Just kind of looking at this macro perspectively. Don't really see much of a pattern going on there. But when you do zoom in, you do kind of have this trend line that maybe if Bitcoin dominance does come down to Ichimoku Cloud, and could potentially see it hit this trend line because it hit it here, here, and maybe it might cool off a little bit over the next couple days. DXY, you guys know me, I say it in every single one of my videos. When the DXY is up, that's usually when the traditional and crypto markets are down, and vice versa. But looking at the 4-hour chart, at least over the last couple of days, DXY has been down, and we have seen the traditional and the crypto markets starting to pump. Definitely think there is a coincidence going on there. Total crypto market cap right now, I got a lot of lines drawn here, but did have kind of like this little drop all the way down to 882 billion or so dollars, but we are at about 1.07 trillion, at least on the daily. Little bit overbought here, a little bit far away from the Ichimoku Cloud. So again, we didn't have this massive pump the last couple days. I wouldn't be too surprised if it started to cool off the next couple days or so. Traditional markets are doing pretty good, obviously, with the CPI numbers coming in as expected, which I'll talk about here in a second. But yeah, Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, all in the green. All right, so like I said, CPI. So overall, U.S. CPI moved down to 6% in February, the 8th consecutive decline in the year-over-year rate of inflation, and the lowest level since September of 2021. Core CPI, excluding food and energy, moved down to 5.5%, 5th consecutive decline in year-over-year rate, and the lowest level since November 2021. So, I mean, you can get into a whole different, or you can get a whole different discussion about CPI numbers, trueflation, all that type of stuff, and then if the government manipulates those numbers to what they want, I mean, you can't trust the government at all anymore, and if those numbers are even real. That's why they do have trueflation, and there's a website you can go to check that out, but I'm not going to get into it here. But again, 6% was expected. CPI did come in at 6%, while core inflation is 5.5%. There's also a couple other things that people were speculating why everything was rising, because CZ said the other day that they're going to convert the remaining $1 billion in their industry recovery initiative funds from their BUSD native crypto into Bitcoin, BNB, and Ethereum. And they do have the Binance Industry Recovery Initiative on Etherscan.io. I don't believe they actually did that yet, although at the time of this recording, they might have, or whenever you guys watch this in the future. But some people were speculating that. Other people were saying the inverse. Cramer, Jim Cramer, every time Mad Money, Jim Cramer says something, you usually do the opposite, but it's been pretty spot on. But you can just take a listen right here.
And I would sell my Bitcoin right into this rally. And believe me, I had been a believer one time in Bitcoin. Not here, not now. And I would.
So yeah, he said this just the other day. Sell your Bitcoin into the rally, and then look what Bitcoin did. It just skyrocketed. So it's kind of funny. I think they talk about having this like Cramer ETF or something. I don't even know if it's real or not. There is an inverse Cramer ETF. They should be acting on this. I mean, I don't know too much about that, but I think that's kind of funny, just throwing it out there. All right, so talking about Bitcoin and a little bit of technical analysis we have going on. This is from Stock Money Lizards. He kind of analyzed the 2019 chart here versus the 2023, where it kind of mirror images of just the last month or so with this chart. So you can see here in 2019 we had the A. Back here in February, end of February, early February, we had this A. We had this, should be actually a B right here. It looks like he screwed up. And then C, but we had the pullback down here, pullback 1 here, pullback 2 here, pullback 2 here. And then now where we're at C, we're kind of just touching this trend line here where it bounced off the A, B, and now C. 2023, fast forward now, bounced off this trend line A, B, C. We could probably see some lower highs forming. Bitcoin kind of trading sideways before, boom, we hit the next level up. So could history repeat itself? Possibly. Just something I think I'd share with you guys. The other thing is that Bitcoin just hit the highest price in 275 days, which we'll talk about here once I pull up the charts, but that's pretty good. We have not seen Bitcoin this high since 275 days ago. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Another pattern here that we have is the bullish megaphone pattern, which I personally have never heard about this one. I'm sure some of you TA people out there, Six Figs, shout out to Six Figs. I'm sure you've heard of this one. But this is kind of just on a shorter time frame, but you can see it kind of bounces around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before eventually breaking out. Kind of doing the exact same thing here to the bullish megaphone pattern right here. You got your support 2 at the bottom, your support 1 here, the pivot line. The resistance 1, which we hit here, resistance 2, which we hit here. We just busted out of it, and hopefully soon enough we'll be out of the bullish megaphone into even a more higher price. All right, so jumping into the charts here, I kind of on the shorter time frame have drew out a Elliott wave pattern on the 1 hour chart. Looks a little messy here. But you got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I do have the Fibonacci retracement, which this Elliott wave pattern is kind of going along with. So you can see here at the 0 is the 0, and then you get up to the 1, which is the 0.5, comes back, retraces to the 2, respects the TA at the 0.382, boom, jumps up to about the 1 line, the 1 fib retracement line right here for the 3. Now, this is what we're kind of seeing right now. Since Bitcoin is retracing, I would not be surprised if Bitcoin came back down to the 786 fib level, which is that $25,000 mark. We're at 25,100 literally as we speak. So I would see this 25,000 as a support level currently at the recording of this video before maybe, again, like the previous tab that I just talked about, where we might trade sideways in between the 786 and the 1 before maybe potentially breaking out to the 1.618 to about that $28,000, $30,000 Bitcoin level. That's just kind of the prediction that I'm kind of looking at least on a short time frame. But yeah, you never know. What do you guys think about price action? I don't know what possibly could happen to just make Bitcoin retrace back down below 20,000, where people keep talking about, 20,000, 15,000, 12,000. Everything negative in the market, traditional markets, banks collapsing. I mean, what could possibly go wrong to make Bitcoin and traditional markets continue to go down? Let me know down in the comments down below. I'm just curious. Last but not least, thank you to everyone who's been selling Bitcoin for the opportunity to buy cheap. We are forever grateful. One Bitcoin is always going to be one Bitcoin. If you don't think about price action, you think about macroeconomics, what the meaning of Bitcoin is. The traditional finance system is just a mess. The US dollar, it's just going to collapse. Keep stacking, my friends. Dollar cost average. 1 Bitcoin is 1 Bitcoin. I'm going to leave it at that for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about everything that's going on. And if you don't mind, go give me a follow on Twitter at @crypto_airborne, where I am the most active. I did post a couple things here and there, but again, I have been pretty quiet, but I do have the next couple days off, so I'll try to upload some more videos. Maybe I'll look at a couple different projects on different crypto chains like ICP, CKB, Cardano, or whatever. But if you guys have any project or anything you want me to take a look at, let me know down in the comments below. But again, it's hard to keep up with so much stuff that's been going on and all these different projects. That's why I just try to stick to a couple. So again, guys, smash that thumbs up button on your way out if you enjoyed this content. Consider subscribing if you aren't. Turn on the bell notification so you get notified as soon as I upload a video. So that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, a good rest of your night, or a great morning wherever you guys are in the world. Crypto Airborne out. Have a good one, everybody.